I want to say good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon. Oh, wait a minute, we need some more energy. Good afternoon. I think I heard a clap. There we go, yeah. So my name is Dr. Davis, and I'm the CEO here at Phillips Academy Charter School at Paterson. This day means a lot, and what it really means is an opportunity to celebrate, give thanks, be in community, but really acknowledge all the collective efforts of the supporters that are in this room and are represented by the individuals that are in this room. So I want to just start by saying we started in 2016. We sound like a lot of people, but Phillips Academy started in 2016 with 60 young people, right? And a handful of teachers. And if you fast forward to today, 600 young people represent most, if not all, of Paterson. That is a big deal. That is a very big deal. And we would not be able to do those things over the time without visionary founders, board members, council representative, mayors, right? We would not be able to do those things. So our board members, I'd love to just recognize and give a shout out to. Thank you. Our board members are sitting to my right. All the supporters that I mentioned. I do want to acknowledge the fact that we have our mayor with us today. That also has a scissor, by the way, so watch out. We have our nurse. We have other special supporters. Assemblywoman Sumter, who also took time today. We have Paterson Public Schools Board President, Mr. Manny Martinez. We meet once a month and we are inspired by each other, or we support each other in other ways. We have multiple charter leaders that are here in Paterson sitting in the audience, taking time out of their day. I think dismissal probably hasn't even ended yet, but they're here. So if you're a Paterson Public Charter School leader, if you could just raise your hand, stand so you could be acknowledged. Really appreciate you all. We also have, make sure I get this right, Councilman Velez as well with us. A true supporter. I don't know if you know, but we were at Madison Street, and when we called, he showed up. Our staff. And there's some other amazing individuals, they're gonna get their time also. Our staff. I just want to say what a huge thanks to our staff for believing in us and for being here to support and gather in this moment. So thank you to all our staff members. Families, of course, we would not be here if you didn't trust us in doing this work, and you continue to trust us. Our families. And our young people. Our students, they don't want the attention right now, but they're going to get it. We're here for them. And just a quick thank you to all supporters, all the stakeholders. We have a very, very, very tight show with a very, I think it will be an excellent show where our speakers will represent all of the stakeholders that I just mentioned. You'll hear student voices being amplified through their vocals and through their stories. And it will touch on all of the individuals that have shaped their lives and allow them to show up every day. And so I'll try to be your MC for today. I might need a little bit of help when we hear some music and songs. So please join along when we get to those places. Our first person I'd like to bring up is one of our fearless leaders. And she every day walks in with a beautiful smile and lots of energy. And I don't know how she sends those emails so late at night, but also show up so early in the morning and gets everything done for NJSLA, but also shows up for social emotional support for young people. And she never misses the pledge. And so Ms. Camilla Hartwell, our grades 3 through 7 principal.
Thank you. I have my good friend Sebastian here. We're going to ask you to stand and we will face the flag. It's over there.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated.
That's been a long time.
Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you, Ms. Hartwell. We give a round of applause for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So when, oftentimes in public service, you want someone that you can pick up the phone, call, and you get immediate results. And there are multiple examples of this as we were going through the building process where we just wanted some support, and every single time we would get a quick response. And I think that's a testament to the dedication to service, seeing the people, and I just want to introduce, without taking up too much time for remarks, Mr. Andre Sayegh.
And let's have a rousing and robust round of applause for our leader, Dr. Davis. So, good afternoon, Paterson. Good afternoon. And all I can say is there's no place like home. I remember when Phillips Academy started on 47th State Street. And then, yes, parents would nod their heads in the affirmative and say, yes, we remember. And we can't forget, because you can't appreciate today if you don't remember 47th State Street. And then we moved on to Paterson Street. And so we're moving along in the city of Paterson. But today we're moving on up in the city of Paterson. On Madison Avenue. That was a New York City reference, by the way. And I'll say that this represents a victory. A victory for our city. A victory for our families. And above everything, it's a victory for our children. So this should be not just a ribbon cutting, this should be the largest pep rally in the city of Paterson. Because every mother and father and grandmother and father should be able to rejoice today. It's been a long time coming. But there's no place like home. And so I commend all the parents who were here when we were on State Street, who were here when we were on Beach Street. Because look where we are now. And scholar after scholar attending Phillips Academy and making Paterson proud. And serving as ambassadors for the city of Paterson so that people everywhere in the world and see the best and brightest that the city of Paterson has to offer. And where do they come from? Phillips Academy. And we've come a long way. And for those of you who may not know, this once was a dye house, a dye factory. There were chemicals in here. This is quite the breath of fresh air today. And to the neighbors who had to look at the eyesore that it once was, look at us now. So, I'm not only speaking to you as the mayor of Paterson, I'm speaking to you as a fellow parent in the city of Paterson. I have 3 children in the Paterson Public Schools, and wherever I go, I remind people that I am the cheerleader in chief for this city, and I bring my Paterson pom-poms everywhere I am. And today I have my Paterson pom-poms on full display for one of the biggest celebrations for our community, because we're not only building hope here at Phillips Academy, we're building community. Remember that, a community. So Dr. Davis, and to the staff, and for those of you who've come a long way, there's no place like home. Congratulations.
All right, I got the headphone. So next up, another really public servant, affairs leader, been super supportive of our move into Madison Avenue, and has reached out and said, anything you want, right, we're here to help. And I'd like to introduce 3rd Ward Council President for remarks, Mr. Alex Mendez.
Thank you. Let's put our hands together for Phillips Academy. Today is a very, very special day to me because I moved into this neighborhood 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I bought my house right here on East 19, a few blocks from Phillips Academy. And every morning, I used to take my son to school number 18, every morning and in the afternoon. And I used to see this old building, the old little dye factory, closed. And I was advocating almost 20 years ago to see a brand new school in this building. God gave me the opportunity to serve with my great friend at the school board, with TJ Best. And I was advocating at the Board of Education to see a beautiful school in this building. The school, it didn't happen with the school district. I became a councilman at large in 2014, and I was advocating with the former Mayor Joey Torres to start the demolition. And Mayor Andre Sayegh, on the leadership of Mayor Sayegh in 2018, has continued. And in 2020, I became the 3rd Ward Councilman. This is the 3rd Ward. And we're starting the process of remediation. We opened an auction in Phillips Academy, bought this place, and what do we have here? A beautiful state-of-the-art school for our children. I'm excited. This community is better because Phillips Academy is here. This is a beautiful neighborhood, very family-oriented, and this is what we need. If you look around the Riverside section, School 18 is the only school that we used to have here, overcrowded. So having Phillips Academy in this area is a blessing for all the parents. I just want to say thank you to the board, thank you to the staff, to the leadership of Phillips Academy. What you're doing is amazing for this community. And partnership is important. Partnership is the only way that we're going to make our community better. I'm very excited to work with my council colleagues, with the administration, to move the great city of Paterson forward. May God continue blessing the city of Paterson. Thank you. Y que Dios bendiga la ciudad de Paterson. Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you to Council President Mendez. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna have to make this a little bit more fun for the little one. So next up we can't do this work without folks that are representative of the state level. Thinking about whether it's policy or code or what's coming down the pike that can help us educate young people better. One of our core beliefs here at Phillips is that we can always find a better way. And whenever I have a question or struggling through some things, I pick up the phone again and I make a call, and I don't think there's ever a time that the other side did not answer. It's not TJ, sorry. Hi TJ, you're gonna get your credit too. And so, I would love to introduce for remarks Ms. Keisha Drakeford, Passaic County Superintendent of Schools, for remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. What a home we have built here, I will say. And I think we have to congratulate our team at Phillips Academy again. Their entire team have worked really hard and diligently to get this work done. Thank you to their board as well, but I do know the work that has gone behind this vision that has now come to fruition for our children here at Phillips Academy. I know that we moved from 5 buildings to 4 to 3. I think we still have 2 now, but we're all going to be living here one of these days soon. And I'm just so overly excited that we have gotten this done and we are here today. So congratulations to you, moms, dads, families, extended families, the students. Congratulations to you. You have a beautiful building that will get you all the learning that you can possibly obtain here at this institution. I also would like to say, I think that this is what every student should have. Every student should have the opportunity to come to a nice, clean, brand new building, facility where they can learn. A good, nice, clean facility is conducive to learning. And students want to come to school, they want to learn. When you go and it's dreary, they're not as excited. So my dream is that every student in Passaic County has this opportunity. And we will get there one day. We'll work with the SBA, our government, everyone. But we will get there one day. But right now, this honor is all for Phillips Academy. Congratulations and kudos, you deserve it all. Thank you.
Thank you to our County Superintendent of Schools, Ms. Keisha Drakeford. Next up, I am proud to say that this individual took time out of her day to visit us. Could be doing a lot of other important things, but decided to travel down Madison Ave and check us out and say a few words. From the New Jersey State Representative and representing the 35th Legislative District in the New Jersey General Assembly, I would love to introduce Assemblywoman Shavonda E. Sumter.
Where I, as a state representative, born and raised in the city of Paterson, spent some time at public school number 21 down the road. So as I was traveling here, of course, you go down memory lane and you remember who you played with on the streets, what C-town you went to pick up that grocery item, and then you head on down past Terraminas to get your slice, right? And then you land right here, and it was an eyesore, right? You couldn't walk on this side of the street because you might have got hit by a brick. Am I wrong? So for those of you who are Patersonians, I've been in office and blessed to represent you for 13 years now as your state representative with Senator Nellie Coe. shorten, our primary focus was to fight for our students and to be sure that we had safe learning spaces. And Bob Barachi can attest to the work that we've done together for this purpose. When TJ sent me a message and saying that today was going to happen, I had to clear some things up, but it was important that I show up just because it's our city and it's for our students. And I will tell you, parents, audience, board members, teachers, those students over there were given a thumbs up as you were speaking. So it's not about what can be done for me. It really is about what we are doing for future generations of leaders, of teachers, of presidents, of ambassadors. That's what I'm expecting you to do. So when I retire, I know we're in good hands. So today I salute you with a citation representing the hard work to get here. We hope you display it proudly in your office, and I will come back to check to make sure it's there. And truly, truly, thank you all to the board and to all those who volunteered, to our council members, to our mayor, to our superintendent of schools, and to each of you for sticking to the fight. If there is nothing else that Paterson has, we have grit and tenacity, and it took that to get us here today. God bless.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is a citation we are happy to receive if anyone knows about school compliance. All right, next up, he warmed the seat for me. He is well known here in Paterson. He did an excellent job of really helping me make the decision that this would be the right place for me. And I am very, very lucky to be able to pick up the phone and call him. He is probably everywhere and knows almost everything about public school education and policy and all those things. And we really do rely on him for helping us to guide the way. I do want to introduce for remarks Mr. TJ Best, who is the senior advisor of the New Jersey Public Charter School Association.
That's why we call it the hot seat. He's in the hot seat now, so I kept it warm for him. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Phillips Academy, where love fuels everything and results matter. Those core principles of this school and the bedrock of what everyone in this building believes when it comes to the students, the staff members, and definitely the wonderful board who had the vision to create an environment for our students here in the city of Paterson that is truly second to none. And when you walk through this facility today, and if you have the opportunity to visit the classrooms, talk to the students, talk to the parents, you can truly feel the love of this building and the love and quality that goes into each and every minute of each and every day of the academic year. And that's thankful to the outstanding leadership, wonderful board, wonderful students, wonderful teachers and educators. So I want you all to give yourselves a great round of applause. I stood here 2 years ago as the interim superintendent or the interim CEO of this school. And at the time, we were located in 2 locations, one of which was Oliver Street. And for all of my other charter school leaders who are here today, you would know that every single charter school in the city of Paterson came through Oliver Street. It's kind of like a rite of passage. And now Bria, the newest school, is going to be in Oliver Street as well. Interesting thing about that building, it is probably the longest or oldest school building functioning in the state of New Jersey today. That particular facility was built when Andrew Jackson was the president of the United States. This is for my students here. Yes, Andrew Jackson, a $20 bill, that guy. During that time, people like me weren't even welcome into the school. Women couldn't vote. It's crazy just to think that kids had to go to school in that particular building. But despite the facilities, again, each and every day, thanks to those outstanding educators, learning was happening. And more importantly than learning happening, loving was happening in those buildings. And I'm so happy and fortunate that we finally have an opportunity where the facility meets the quality of our students here at Phillips Academy. Congratulations to my family and
Thank you to TJ. Keep giving him a round of applause, please. TJ did so much work behind the scenes, looking at renderings, working with Ms. Loricella. We would not be here if not for his service, so thank you. So it takes people, renderings, actually doing things to build a building like this. A lot of it starts with the vision, believing, we'll talk about that a little bit later, but someone, an organization has to put the logistical plans together. They actually have to see through, right? And we also have to find where the resources will come from on the financial side. And we could not do this with our expertise alone. And we were lucky enough to really find an organization that also was aligned with our mission of creating realized hope. And next up, I'd like to introduce from Building Hope essentially our full construction management suite of services. I'd like to introduce a few folks that will say some words. First up is Mr. Bill Henson, CEO of Building Hope, which he'll come up and tell us all the great things about the work that Building Hope is doing.
Well, Dr. Davis, thank you. And this is a wonderful event and just wonderful to be with all of the students here. And if I could maybe have all the Building Hope team that is here today, maybe stand up and raise your hand. Well, I had the honor of joining Building Hope about a year ago, and they kind of had me at hello just with the name. I mean, it is literally the opportunity to come in. I had been CEO of the company called Scantron, and my youngest son at the time was in high school and he disowned me because of having to fill out those test sheets with the number 2 pencils and the bubble sheets. But this is actually just a joy to be part of this work where we can come in and really help communities do just this. And so, I want to just maybe mention one thing to the children and the students that are here today. One of the things I'm blessed in doing in some of my other extracurricular things, I serve on the board of the Jackie Robinson Foundation, and it's important for us to have heroes in our life. And whether it's your mom or your dad or your grandma or your teacher or your minister or somebody in your community, but I just want you to maybe go home and do a little homework on him tonight. He said a life is not important except for the impact that it has on other lives. And I think that's really a mantra for our company, is the impact that we try to make. We're a nonprofit organization focused on coming to communities like Paterson and building buildings like this for the Phillips Academy. So it is really a blessing to be able to come and do this every day in my life. And so I just really want to thank you for your leadership and for your vision of what you've done locally with all of these wonderful local leaders, because this just cannot be done on your own. It really literally does take a village to bring all of the great individuals and the vision and the hard work together. And just thank you for what you do. I just want to turn it over to the guy who's been here from day one. Jerry is our Senior Vice President for our real estate business and has really been the man that's been instrumental in making this happen. So Jerry, thank you.
This project has been a few years in the making. So good afternoon, everybody. I'm delighted to be here to represent Building Hope, our team, our entire staff. I actually mandated that people that don't usually leave the office, the accounting folks, you can tell they're white, stuff. Anyway, they're here, and we have our general counsel, my boss, Drew Miko. I made him fly here from Utah. This project's just been an amazing thing to watch over the last couple of years. For those of you that were not here 2 years ago, I think just there might have been a hole or like a missing foundation in this section. So anyway, it's been filled in, kids. I promise you guys won't fall in. But it's been an amazing transformation over the last couple of years. But more importantly, I just wanted to thank the parents for sticking with the program. You guys were in 3 locations. We were supposed to open technically in August. Construction with supply chain disruption, it just takes longer, and everything always takes a little bit longer. So thank you for sticking with us, parents. The most important, the students, I had an 8th grader and a 9th grader. Both my daughters flushed every single toilet in this building. I just wanted you guys to know that before you guys got in here. I just wanted you guys to know that. That's our quality control. And by the way, you guys will have a chance to talk, so I'm sure you guys will slay in your speech. Slay, is that the, thank you, slay. All right, so there you go. But again, what is a school building? A school building is a tool for education, right? So how do we get it right? Well, you know, it starts with the administration, the staff. They came to us, and Regina, I'm not sure where she is, and thank you for having faith in me. I appreciate it. And it's really the matching of the needs and wants with the actual building in itself. And that is done with the amazing support of John Burke, Allison, the architects, civil engineers, contractors. I want to thank them. John, if you can stand up, Allison, thank you. I had a chance to talk to a teacher briefly just about 20 minutes ago, and she said, you know, the architect really thought about the teaching experience. So again, you guys are really, you're educators in the sense of architecture. So we didn't do it alone, obviously. Studio 27, our Building Hope staff team, accounting, project management, legal, land use, and Lance, the guy who signs checks. Thank you. And the contractor, they're not here, but I just want to thank them as well. And the many hours spent. I was walking in one day and there was a gentleman fixing the lock, and he said, "This is my 4th time fixing the lock." And I'm like, "Sorry." He's like, "Look, it's a school. It's not an office building," so it brought him great pride. But again, most importantly in the end, when it all comes down to it, a school building is a tool, like I said, and it's really the educators that make the difference. So it's the teachers, the staff, the custodial, the cafeteria, and everybody else that really make this a education space and such, and that's what's going to sustain this, and it'll be here for years. So again, I just wanted to thank them the most because they really are the stars. So they're all over the place. Just thank them. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jerry. Thanks, Bill. Thanks. All right. So, of course, we're governed by an amazing board that give a tremendous amount of their time. And specific to this project, I don't think there's been a meeting missed nor a detail missed, a T that hasn't been crossed, nor an I that hasn't been dotted. Really helping to guide us through this work. And I've said this before, I've said it again. Not only is he a mentor, he's also become family and a friend. Our board member, our facility committee chair, and president of our Friends of Phillips, Mr. Donald Taylor.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Davis, for your very kind words. Before I retired from my career in investment management in 2019, I had the privilege of spending time with chief executives of some of the best-run companies in the country. Some were articulate were able to articulate compelling strategic visions. Others clearly had a mastery of operating details. Only a select few were able to be both the visionary and detail-oriented at the same time. I've been honored over the last couple of years to spend much time with someone who has those qualities of those select leaders, Dr. Davis. Thank you for having me, Phillips Academy of Paterson, what it is and what it will become. So what an extraordinary day today. I can't help but think back to more than 10 years ago when those of us who were involved in Newark's Phillips Academy dreamed of replicating the school in Paterson. I remember the first day of school in Paterson for our initial kindergarten class in 2016. Regina, Eileen, and a few others got the school started at State Street with the support of the founding board, of which my wife, Guido, was the initial board chair. Each year, Phillips Academy Paterson has added an additional grade. Many, if not most, of the current 7th graders were in our founding kindergarten class on State Street. Until now, our facility situation has been a bit chaotic. Every couple of years, we have been adding or moving into a new temporary school building. But now we have our own forever home, this beautiful new school building. It was about 4 years ago that Regina asked me to help find our forever home. The first step was finding Building Hope. None of this would have been possible without them. Their expertise and experience in every aspect of creating homes for charter schools is absolutely extraordinary. It's impossible for me to imagine how we could have gotten here without them. Jerry, Justin, and all the rest of Building Hope. And all the professionals that you brought into this project, I truly thank you. After almost a year of looking at properties in Paterson and Building Hope, it was starting to seem like we wouldn't be able to find a location for our forever home. I remember often driving by this once rubble-strewn vacant lot where we are here today, thinking it would be a great site for our school. Unfortunately, we were advised that the city of Paterson owned it and it wasn't for sale. Finally, our hopes and prayers were answered. Patterson did decide to auction off this property. We knew we had to win the auction, which fortunately we did, although a price much higher than we had hoped. But it was worth every penny. A lot of work had to take place since that summer of 2021 for this building to become a reality. But look at what we have now. I want to also thank our architects, Studio 27, our general contractor, O.A. Paterson, and various subcontractors who made this building a reality. Also thanks to all the various entities in Paterson that enable us to complete this project. The zoning board, the building department, and of course the mayor's office, and many others as well. And also thanks to our neighbors here in this part of Paterson who put up with construction here for more than a year. I hope everyone agrees that this beautiful new school building greatly enhances this wonderful neighborhood. But more than celebrating the opening of a new building, we are celebrating a school that is on its way to becoming one of the great educational institutions in New Jersey, Phillips Academy Charter School of Paterson. We have an exceptional team of educators here, starting with Dr. Davis and the senior leadership team, but including all of our wonderful teachers and staff. We have a very supportive and talented board that brings a variety of skills and experience to the school. But most of all, we have parents that are deeply committed to their children's education and are young people themselves who not only have an incredible thirst to learn, but want to help their classmates along as well. All of them, all of us, are coming together to create the right environment to unleash the potential of all our students. Thank you all.
So, like I said before, we would not be here without the trust of parents, and we would not be sustained without a rock of a board. And that rock of a board is led by also a board president that is a parent. I won't say anything else. I'll let her take the mic. She's our fearless leader, Ms. Altisha Burke.
That's my baby crying. I have to say that not only do I stand before you as the board president, I'm an educator, a clinician, many things, but my most important role is that I'm a mother. And you cannot remain trained or work better with your child if you're not involved in their education and what goes on in their education system. You have to get involved as a parent, and that's how I got involved. I just started coming to the meetings, different things, always being available when needed. So I just have to say that I thank the staff, our administrative team. They've been a support. We are a family here. This has been a long road. I've been on the board for a while. And Julie is here, a former board member. Stan, Julie, we would not be here, okay? We would not be here. She's been great. I love her. And she has also helped me even get to Phillips, okay? With even, we Paterson Family Learning Center, right, for Caden, we know, okay? This is the only charter school that I applied to for Caden. Charter school, public charter, I have to be corrected, that it gives parents a choice. And I love this. Another board member, Stan, former board member that are here. This has not been an easy task to get here. I want to thank our board, our current board. We love you guys. You are amazing. Building Hope, thank you. The architect, everyone, thank you for coming. Mayor Andre, excuse me, let me correct myself. I know Andre a long time. Andre wrote a letter of recommendation for me, okay? Yes, I know Andre a long time, so thank you. I just want to say I'm not going to go. I didn't write a speech. I said I was going to wing it. I was going to speak from the heart. I'm born and raised from Paterson. I want these kids to know you can be anything you want to be, okay? Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. I don't want to make you cry, because I don't start crying. But I love you. You know I love you, okay? And I just want to say thank you to everyone. Caden, I see you, boo. All right. Okay, thank you.
Well, I'm glad that I'm not following up after that one. However, I have someone that can do a really good job. She's been doing a really good job for years now. And to be quite honest, this school would not exist if not for all her tireless efforts, her willingness to do the work and show up every single day. She's a partner and someone that has stretched me quite a bit. And has really, really, really welcomed me into Phillips Academy over the last 2 years. And she will be saying a few things and introducing the young people that are all hers, right? All hers. Miss Regina Loricella.
Thank you to everyone who's here today. Many of you, all of you really, have been a part of our story, this school's story, for a very long time. It's the stories of our students, though, that really bring all of us together in this space. So without anything else from me, without any more of an introduction, I am going to pass it on to them, because this is their school, and these are their stories.
My name is Caleb Santana, and this is my story.
My name is Amaya Daring, and this is my story.
I am in the 7th grade, and I have been here since kindergarten.
My story started with just me and my mom. She was 18 years old when she had me, and people would tell her that she was not going to be anything, and that I was not going to be anything. But she knew no matter what, she was going to work hard to make sure that I always had what I needed and wanted. By the time I got to kindergarten, I was in a neighborhood school. And because of the way things were going on, my great-grandmother thought it would be a good idea to send me to a different school. It was in first grade that I entered Phillips Academy Charter School in Paterson.
Phillips Academy is my comfort space. Whenever something is happening in life, Phillips has been the place that I could go to and instantly feel better. At Phillips, the teachers and staff make it known that their number one priority is our students. And that alone allows us to know that we are in the right environment.
With the love and support of many teachers here, beginning with my kindergarten teacher, Miss Selinger, I learned a lot, including how to manage and regulate my emotions. In 4th grade, still in the middle of the pandemic, I had an amazing teacher who would keep teaching despite the fact that we were all sitting in our own homes behind computer screens. Thank you, Mr. Hoffman. At Phillips, I've learned how to persevere.
Coming to Phillips, I immediately felt welcomed. I learned how to work well with others and quickly gained strength and confidence. My relationships with my peers and teachers have helped mold me into the person that I am today and prepared me for what is next.
Here at Phillips, I have learned that I can be my true and authentic self. The people here have taught me that I don't need to be perfect. Failure is okay and I shouldn't fear it because it will ultimately lead to my success.
On a personal note, last year my mother was diagnosed with kidney failure. It took a huge toll on me and was the most difficult thing I have ever been through. But with the love and support of my Phillips family, I worked through a lot of difficult things. My mom is doing well now, and although I am forever changed, I am also forever strong.
I'm also thankful that I've had this school to support me in difficult times and celebrate me in big and small moments of success.
Moving into our forever home felt so far away for so long. But here we are today in this beautiful space, which gives a new perspective to our dreams.
When I grow up, I want to be a university graduate.
When I grow up, I want to be a cosmetologist.
When I grow up, I want to be a therapist. I want to help other people find a safe space and step into their power.
I want to inspire others to find their true beauty and to have confidence.
I want to break boundaries, conquer all obstacles, and surpass all expectations so I can be a role model for other people.
So I can be a role model for other people.
So I can be a role model for other people. Welcome to our school, to our home away from home.
Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Thank you, Mom.
And thank you, Gigi, for finding Philip.
And thank you. Beautiful school filled with the most loving and caring people.
Please welcome 6th grader Sharp Ross, Darlene Sanchez, and Melania Pena to read a poem called Hope.
Hope is near. Miss Giddings, Miss Bell, my mom. These are my teachers. These are the women who pushed me and told me to keep going. At Phillips, everyone deserves a chance. I deserve a chance. I'm safe. I'm smart. Hope is near.
Hope is near. Here I can reach my full potential. I push my hardest with the goal of going to college and having a career. Here I don't quit. I trust. I help others and I show kindness. We all have a spark of genius, and still, we are all one in a million. This is where I belong. Hope is near.
Hope is near. I show up at school every single day. It's worth showing up. Love and care is in the air that we breathe here. Learning from others, the opportunity to work hard. That's why I show up at school, at Phillips Academy every day. This is family. There is no other community better than Phillips Academy. The new school is built, Joy pervades the building. Our future is bright and we will continue to shine. Hope is near.
Thank you to those young people and their stories. Next up, we have our amazing choir, led and directed by our Director of Programs and Partnership, Miss Eileen Turba. Thank you to the choir. Thank you, thank you. So before we move to closing remarks, we will move to the moment that we've all been waiting for. We've put our heads down. We decided to focus on the young people and doing the work. Just a few weeks ago, we started NJSLA. Our young people rocked it. And just after a few days, a few weeks of moving in. And while we were still building the building, we decided that it was appropriate to do our welcome home appropriately a few weeks after we prioritize our young people's ability to show what they know. And so today's our ribbon cutting, and we get to cut the ceremonial ribbon.
He's gonna count us off.
All right, 1 second. Count 3. When we say, we're young people, when we say one school, what do we say after? When we say one school, what do we say after? So when I say one school and we hear one mission, we cut the ribbon. Everyone got it? One school. We have one more part, and we'll let you go into the tour. And we can take pictures outside. We can take pictures outside. So, at Phillips Academy, Charlottesville, and Paterson, we have a belief. And I'm checking in on my young people to the right. We'll be able to take pictures after y'all. We have one more part. So, at Phillips, we have a few core beliefs. One, we believe that love fuels everything. Every child has a spark of genius. The right environment unleashes potential. We can always find a better way, and results matter. What we just accomplished was based on a belief. Cutting that ribbon was based on a belief. We were only able to do that with the belief of a community. 9 years ago, at Phillips, we believed that we needed value-added seats, so we started a school with 60 young people in kindergarten and a handful of teachers. 3 years ago, we believed that we could find a better way by increasing impact by expanding seats to serve more Paterson young people. There are so many Patersonians in the building, right? From our county superintendent, from councilmen, etc., parents. There's so many Patersonians. So we knew that we could serve more of them. Also in 2021, we believe that our students deserve more. Inadequate facilities, dated, not enough resources, just weren't enough. So what visionaries found a pile of rubble that no one thought would be useful and turned it into a new home. 2 years ago, the community believed in us and they came out and they broke ground. 17 months ago, although delayed by several months, we believed that where we stand today would still be possible, and as steel and concrete began to form, so did our ambitious plans to be executed. 2 months ago, we believed that several trucks, fewer than 5 days, and the power and confidence of several families, staff members, volunteers could help us move 350 young people and 80 staff members from 2 sites into our home today. And you know what we did? We got it done. So today, our students, staff, families, and supporters all gathered to cut the ribbon. And we're here because of that shared vision, that shared belief, fueled by the desire to do more and be better for a school community. So imagine if you close your eyes and imagine, what would our students' future look like if we believed more? Imagine what we could do together if we believed more. Imagine the obstacles we could overcome, the challenges that we could prevail, and the opportunities that we could seize if we believe. Because we believed, and we also acted, we're here today. A belief in better can not only change a community, but it can positively impact the world. I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank you all for celebrating with us. You can be anywhere else. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. If you want to go on a tour and you are not one of our parents because you've been here all the time, but if you want to come, you can come also. Meet us in the back. We're going to divide and conquer, take you on a tour. You'll see our student work. So please, 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 get home safely, love each other, and we'll see you tomorrow, young people and families. Thank you.
Paterson, this is a victory for our community, a victory for families, a victory for our children. This once was an eyesore, but it's no longer an eyesore. Now it is a state-of-the-art educational facility that will accommodate 700 students, 48 classrooms, a rooftop garden, a playground, a basketball court, only the best for our best and brightest.
I'm very excited because we are here in the Third Ward at the grand opening of Phillips Academy. This is a beautiful state-of-the-art school for our children. I've been advocating for many years to see the old Little Dye factory converted into what we have today. I want to take this moment to say thank you to Phillips Academy, to the staff, to the board for choosing Paterson to continue educating our children. God bless you all. Your Council President Alex Mendez.
Ladies and gentlemen, Councilman Louis Velez for the great city of Paterson. This is what we call success for our students. So working together, collaborating together, the future is here in Paterson. Enjoy Phillips Academy.